Well, good morning. It's actually noon. It's midday, and this is Monday Midday Meditation. My name is Tim West. Some know me as Tim from Sequim, and I'm here live at Unity in the Olympics in Port Angeles, Washington, holding sacred space for all my friends and family all across the country. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Now, I love today's daily word, which is what we start with, and today's daily word is healing. And for a while, we've been holding healing thoughts for a lot of things around the world, around the country, and around our own neighborhoods, and even in our own families. The highest and best in healing, knowing that the divine is in action, the nature of the universe, and healing is happening whether or not we believe it or not. I believe it. I believe we're all healing in our own ways to be in alignment with the highest and best for ourselves, starting with our health, our well-being within each and every one of us and in our communities, in those that we love, and in those we haven't even met yet. Healing is happening. So let's start out with this thought in today's daily word and affirm that healing is happening out there right now in this very moment. And it says, I am healed through the power of God within me. Breathe that in. Think about it. The power within me. Now let's hear what this writer says about why we should affirm it, or why they affirm it. I affirm that God's perfect life is the vitalizing power that heals me. To feel this healing power deeply, I visualize divine energy and light filling every cell of my body. Can you do that right now? Can you visualize divine energy and light infusing your body? I feel the vital vibration of healing energy moving freely as the life force in me. In the flow of God, my body aligns with the healing life within every cell. I relax into the current of divine love. The presence of God within me is my healing power, and this realization helps me know my divine wholeness. I keep this realization alive in my heart by strengthening and drawing forth my divine essence through this faith-filled affirmation. The vitalizing power of God is filling every cell of my body. I am aglow with healing energy and am perfectly, wonderfully made. I am whole. Let's say that one more time. And that sounds like something that Myrtle Fillmore would express as she looked at every cell in her body. Happy Mother's Day, Myrtle, by the way, and all my Unity mothers out there who you know who they are. Let's say it together as that oneness which we are. The vitalizing power of God is filling every cell of my body. I am aglow with healing energy and am perfectly, wonderfully made. I am whole. Feel that joy of love moving through you when you say that. I am whole. So this comes from a thought in Job 33:4, where it says, the Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me life. So let's bring to life that healing energy of all of us, Today I brought for my meditation a picture of my Unity fathers here at Unity in the Olympics. So I can start with this as being the vision of who I see as whole, perfect, and complete. And I think it's beautiful because they're wearing their lucky hats. Now I see these people, my big brothers, my family, my fathers, being perfectly whole and complete. How do I know this? How do I know this? Through my faith. Breathe with me, would you? Let's practice that presence of that connection it expresses in that wonderful daily word messages that we have been presented. I see, I feel, I visualize the light of God in me. So I say, Heavenly Father, for we know that the light of God surrounds us. We see it, we feel it, and we know it. It is in the expression of you that visualize before us. I breathe that in. That is a knowing of truth expressed and confirmed, so we use that to affirm the next. Through this visualization that I see, everything on the outside is moving in a way that I cannot describe. Yet I may call it chaos. I discern and learn that what it may appear to be is not of my choice, but it is that I know the highest and best for the next moment. How do we know this? By the divine flow theory. It's through trust. So faith has a portion of trust within it that we have to make some, most people would say assumptions, I would say discernment. So let's take a deep breath in and go into that place where we have a toolkit for discernment. We have heard, we have read, we have seen, we have experienced things similar to this beforehand. And as we look back and we reflect, we knew it was all good. Good had come out of it. It may have taken a distance for us to get away from it, to discover the good within it. But good came from it, and we've learned about that later. So we teeter or totter or move our feelings with us as we discern the highest and best, as we let go, as we sometimes didn't beforehand, and we trust and we know that things as they appeared then were not as we thought in the moment they should appear to be. And we made it through that experience. Divine Spirit brings to mind right now the story that we all use when we teach our children. Hot stove. In each scenario of a hot stove, decisions or choices are made to move in a different direction. But yet sometimes deep within us, we want some kind of confirmation to know that it's hot. So we use feeling to determine what is the highest and best to do in the moment. We also learn from that experience of fight or flight. Fear is a motivator to move us in a different direction or to take a step back or to become still and listen. Indicators are there. We've observed that before. As Spirit moves us in and through each experience. So we know. How do we know that we know, though, as we sit in the silence? and we look at it from a place of the observer. Some say is to put the thought outside that oneself and look at it from a higher perspective. Myrtle used affirmations and denials as she observed each and every part of her being. Some say she looked at each cell, observed what it was, and in the same thought, she affirmed and denied, that is not the I that I am. If I put my finger on that point in reference in me is out of alignment with the truth of that which I am. I am the perfect expression of the divine in being format. Moving forward in the oneness with all that I am. So if that is who I am, how can I be other than? And so she put that emotion or thought into action. Let's breathe that one in. I am not that thought that I am. I am that I am. The I am. We accept that for an expression for ourselves. In doing so, if we are that which that is what I am, and we are that of the allness in the oneness, we can express that now for all those that we come into contact with, whether it be a human form or the experience itself. Breathe that in for a moment. Right now in my thought process, I am breathing into that deepest part of my lungs so that it'll move forward into the rest of my being, that light of God. Can you do that with me? I see it coming in through mind's eye. Or at 12 o'clock in my mental calendar or clock, on my mental calendar or clock, right here. And as it comes through that knowing place, into the part of me that I allow it to come through, I see it moving into my heart. Not just that centralized part of me in the centeredness, but into that higher heart of me, of that is the most deep and most sacred. Breathe that in. Now, as if you were a youth and we were on a retreat, I would say, allow it to be your superpower. That light of God, that one that infuses you, that makes you glow, being the light in expression. Allow it to be your lamplighter. You can charge with that inward mobility or that mobile energy moving towards and into you as much as you desire. So that is in me, that is in you right now, that light of God. Stronger warming you with all the comfort that you need, filled with peace and tranquility to move through now any situation. So let's see how that light and energy can express. It hits that chrysalis which is in you, and it breaks off just like crystals and light as it refracts through. It changes and alters and can reflect into anything in the spectrum of the rainbow. So I see it sending out healing energy in the tones of yellow for comfort. You can project that forward. Or the vitalness of the green, such as the shamrocks that the three gentlemen wore in their hats, with the glowing glow of the gold that surrounded it on their buckles, and bring it forth as love and prosperity. And cast that out. Reflecting and retracting is what we do as the chrysalis, being in full expression of the divine. So let's take a moment and breathe in that light one more time. And I'd like you to pick someone, anyone, and everyone to project a higher good upon. Just as if you were the projector in a movie screen or in a movie theater, projecting upon a screen. What do you see for that loved one coming forward? Do you see them rising above the current situation that they are in? Is it not only the highest and best good for them or for you to heal your wounds of feeling that come through that process of feeling? Is it the highest and best for them and all that surrounds them, their community? Now, if you would, turn that off. And in your heart, say this or something better. Now let's do another one. Pick another friend, family member, or someone you haven't even met. See if you can understand through your knowing that Spirit gives you what change they desire, and see it as their highest and best. So if it's well-being and it's mobility, put your thoughts, minds, and action together and see them standing. See them walking and see them moving forward. You don't have to specify at what pace. You don't have to specify by what time. Now turn it off and leave it up to the divine. You only have to do your part from your heart and get it in motion. That's where it starts. In the natural flow of the energy of the universe and everyone that surrounds it in love and light, guides it until it's right. It's not just you. It's the glory of us. And now, as we know and we have been shown by experience and example, demonstration, and belief, that our faith is going to move forward. And it will be the comfort and the relief that we need. So, how do we leave the situation? Up to the highest and best, with gratitude of what is next. So we say thank you. As we slowly walk back into this time and this space, we leave that gratitude on our hearts and allow it to radiate into all time and space. That love which we are. And so it is. So be it. Amen. So I hope you can bring this thought back with you as you approach the rest of what's ahead. It's all about choices. It's about choices. I choose to relive that peace in that moment in all times of turmoil or perceived chaos, knowing that the highest and best is at hand. So this is Tim from Sequim, speaking to you from Unity in the Olympics. Saying goodbye for now, with love in his heart.